Yep, that's how it is now here. All the leaves have fallen and autumn is almost passed away. That's how it is in Germany now. This thing also have its own beauty. Winter have already started and it's really cold for me. In India it's not so cold. So in this video we just want to share with you like how the travel have changed, and if you are planning to travel to Germany, then what is exactly you need. Also, if you guys like the content, then don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Oh my god, the wind is it's so cold for me. I am from India and it don't get so cold so easily. I am wearing 3 layers of clothes, but still like it's just going through them. We recently went for skating. I have put a video also on my skating experience in Germany. So we went there, and when we went there on the first day thinking that we can get the tickets there and everything, but it didn't happen like this. We had to try it, go home, then book it, bring the vaccination proof, bring the ID. So for that you can check my even in the public transport recently they have announced it that you will be needing one of these 3 things. Yeah, Sabina will share with you guys what are the requirements.
Hi everyone. So right now the situation is like this. They are dividing into 3 categories, like high risk areas, risk areas, and variant areas, countries. So you can check on this government page of Germany, which we will link you in the descriptions below, and which country is in which category of these 3, and depending on this category you will have to provide stuff like either PCR test, proof of vaccination, or you can't even travel to Germany right now, only in very special cases. So right now there are very little countries in this high risk and variant areas. It's funny because like one day we looked and India was in this variant and high risk, and next day it was gone, so it was like very lucky. But anyhow, you need a PCR test which is at least 72 hours from the arrival in Germany. It has to be valid not longer than 72 hours. You need a PCR test. Proof of vaccination, I don't even know why you need that, because anyway you need a PCR test, a negative PCR test to come to Germany. Of course you need a visa, and I think it's easier to get a visa when you are vaccinated. I don't know. Did you have to show a proof of vaccination? Did you show a vaccination proof?
No. About regarding.
So yeah, not yet required, which is a cool thing. So yeah, depending also from which countries you come, we will link you the link into the description of the government page where you can check. You will just have to fill from which country you come, and if you are vaccinated, blah blah. But having a vaccination just plays a huge role if you are in the country, because right now, before that, you can have a negative test result and you can go to restaurants and whatever, museums, this, that, everything. It's called 3G. So G is for geimpft, genesen oder getestet. That means vaccinated, recovered, or tested. So, and now they have 2G, they call it. So now you can only go in the restaurants and stuff when you are recovered or vaccinated. Now the cases are going up. It's like around 50,000 cases each day, because it's getting cold in winter and it's getting always worse in the winter. So they will. It used to be that a negative test will get you in a restaurant, but now they changed that. Now you can only go in restaurants and stuff with vaccination, or if you recovered, and you have to show proof of that. In many places, it's super annoying. Oh my god, traveling! We went to Prague with the train, where we didn't have to show anywhere anything, because this is Europe and all the borders are open, right? So if you travel by land, it's pretty easy. Usually, mostly, everything is open and nobody checks you anywhere, but we flew back. And there also they check if you have a vaccination. We didn't need a PCR test to fly from Prague to Frankfurt, but we had a vaccination proof. And here in Germany, we have these regulations that you have to wear the surgical mask or this FFP2 masks. Surgical mask, FFP2 mask. This is so annoying. And also in Prague airport, they're just making money off of it. That we had the surgical mask going and there was a guy standing, he was not allowing anybody without this FFP2 mask, and then we had to stand in a huge line to buy that masks for €2 each mask. So you are like forced to buy this one-time use masks you are supposed to throw away after you use them one time. So this is also a thing you have to do everywhere. Public transport, if you go into any like shops, drugstores, everywhere you are required to wear this surgical mask or FFP2 mask. And in some places they only allow you with this FFP2 mask also. Yeah, when you're coming from outside of Europe, you also need to fill like a health registration for the health ministry, like a form, declaration form that you are healthy, from where you are coming, what are your intentions, blah blah blah. You can do that online. I did that online, but also the airline will ask you if you did fill that form. No, from Nepal they didn't ask me.
In India they asked.
Yeah, in India they asked him. So yeah, it just depends. I'm also a German citizen, so it's depending, I guess. Yeah, and when you are not vaccinated, that's the point of vaccination. When you are not vaccinated, you need to go to quarantine for 10 days. If you are vaccinated, that was the regulations. That can change anytime. Then you don't need to go to quarantine, or you have to go for 5 days and then make a test. And if it's negative, you can go out of quarantine, like something like that. But as I told you, we will link you this link and you can check it, because these regulations are changing like all the time. And they are so confusing also. 2019 when it started, oh my goodness. Anyway, everything was locked.
It started in 2020.
Started in 19.
2020.
Okay, it started in 2020. Anyway, everything was locked. You couldn't go anywhere, right? But now, like slowly, things are opening up. I hear that like like Thailand used to be like 2 weeks of quarantine and only like these places and like 5 tests you have to make, whatever. Now when you're vaccinated, you can just go for 1 day. You need to stay quarantined, do a test, then you are free to go. Thailand is opening up, like slowly more and more countries are opening up. India also opening. They didn't give any tourist visa for like 2 years, 1 year. For 1 year, and now they're opening up for tourists again, but they're giving only 30 days of a tourist visa. So for example, if you're traveling to some places here you want to go, like for example castle, this Neuschwanstein castle, or we wanted to go ice skating, you can just go there, buy a ticket right right then and there, and just go in. Now you require, most of these places you must get an appointment online where you buy a ticket for a date in advance, and then you can only go. So it's not like that you can just go somewhere and just go and visit it, buy the ticket there and just go. You should always check before you go to any destination. You check on the internet if it's open, if you can just go there. Because like for example, from Frankfurt to Castle Neuschwanstein is 4.5 hours with the car and a little more with the train, like 5, 6, 7 hours depending on the connection. And then you drive there 5, 6, 7 hours, and then you cannot go because we checked then, because we went here for ice skating and we had to buy a ticket in advance, which is pretty fast here. You can just get it in a couple of hours in advance. But Neuschwanstein we checked and it's like booked, sold out for like at least a month. So then you go there and then you cannot go in, so that would be a tragedy. So you should check before you go somewhere on the internet. What are the regulations? What do you need?
And one thing I want to share with you guys is this, that if you come to Germany and suddenly you start getting like pimples or some allergy, then don't worry, it most probably because of the wheat, gluten allergy. I had whole my life wheat every single day, sometimes 3-4 times, but I never got any pimples because of that. But the second I come in Germany, immediately I started getting pimples. In first few days I didn't know what is happening, but then I got to know it's because of the gluten. So it's changing in the food and many things, so you take care of that.
Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you like the content, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions also regarding traveling in 2021, 2022, leave us a comment below. We would be happy to answer it, and see you in the next video.
Yeah.